and parents like Andrew Pollack, who lost his daughter Meadow.
Should have been one school shooting, and we should have fixed it. And I'm pissed, because my daughter I'm not going to see again. She's not here. She's not here.
Delaney and Andrew join us now from Coral Springs, Florida, and I want to say right at the start how sorry all of us are for your loss and what you've had to go through. Andrew, when you were at the White House at that very raw, emotional moment, you said, look, after 9/11, we fixed the situation. We made it a lot harder for people to get onto planes with guns. When you hear what Governor Scott just said, when you hear what President Trump is saying, would that fix the problem?
It's not going to be fixed, because I just heard what you said, what you're focusing on. Polarizing this event, the murder of these kids. You're talking about gun control. I just had to listen to you and Governor Scott talk about gun control. Gun control is a big issue. No one in America is going to come together on gun control, Chris. We're here. You didn't say one thing about fixing it. The American people, we could get together on school safety. But when you polarize it, this event and every other media, we don't care about gun control right now. That's a big issue in the country, and you're not going to get everyone together on it. But we're going to get everyone together on fixing our schools. And I just listened to you. So I just listened to you. You didn't talk, you didn't mention one question to Governor Scott about what are we going to do about the security for our children? How are we going to do that? But you're just talking about gun control, which is going to just give you more ratings than every other media event. My daughter's dead. I want to know, our kids are going to school in Kentucky on Monday. How are those kids safe? How about bringing that up to the media? How about bringing that up to Governor Scott? Not about guns. It's not about guns now. Today, it's not about guns. It's about the safety in our schools. And that's what you asked Governor Scott about, and I got to listen to that at my house. My kid's not here because the schools weren't safe. That's the main thing. You go into a courthouse, the judge is safe. The stenographer is not worried someone's coming in with a gun because they can't get in with a gun. The American people, we just want our schools safe. We don't want to talk about guns right now.
Andrew, I want to go back, and I understand your strong feelings, but isn't this issue of mental health and trying to make sure that sick people don't have access to guns, isn't that part of the problem?
Okay, but was that a big issue when we were protecting airports? Was that a big issue? I'm not saying it's not an issue, Chris, but when we were protecting our federal buildings, is that a big issue? We have our children in these classes. That's issues, okay, that could be worked out. But right now, the country just wants to come together and make our schools safe for our kids. There's no other issue than our kids going to class and not thinking about some monsters going to stalk them in the hallway. That's what we need to focus on, and we could all come together as Americans instead of other issues. And those other issues, I agree with you, there are other issues there, but the main issue right now is fixing the schools.
So let's talk specifically about that, sir. When you say fix the schools, and I mean, you've compared it to airports. Are you saying school security, ID checks? You tell me what it is that you would like to see.
I think that I'm not an expert in it, but I think we need to hire the experts and check every school individually and make sure they're safe for their children. You know, there's a serious problem. Like I said, the new norm has to be our kids are safe in the school. This can't happen again. I can't let it happen to another kid in another state. Like right now, Governor Scott's doing what he had to do, but he also had to go visit the parents of dead kids for 2 weeks. I'm on right now today because I want to tell every governor in every other state they need to be proactive right now. They need to get a bill in place, and we're going to put all America together and work with these governors to protect our schools. We can't have another shooting in this country. I can't live with it, and this has to stop with Parkland, and my daughter's death can't be in vain. It has to be the last one.
Andrew, what do you think about the teacher issue? And you know, I know this must be incredibly painful, but now we hear these stories that there were police on the scene and they didn't go in. At least 3 sheriff's deputies were there and didn't go in.
There's one deputy that worked there, Peterson. He worked there, and he's a coward. He stood by the door. I know as a fact he could have made it to the 3rd floor and saved all 6 victims if he wasn't some little, I can't even, words can't even describe the way I think about him, but I'm not trying to think about that stuff because that's just negative and it's just going to make me toxic. So I just want to get the word out to the governors of every state that they have to do something now, today, get together. They could call me. I have other dead parents here. We all want to help them. And let's make this. I'm on with you, Chris, today to tell the American people that are messaging me what we need to do is fix it now in every other school. Make it the new norm now. You got to have metal detectors. It's got to be like a courthouse, like a federal building, like an airport. That's how we need our schools now.
Listening session, and I speak as a parent and a grandparent. My heart broke for you. I'm sure a lot of people did around the country. How you doing, sir?
Oh, it's rough. I have my moments, you know. It's like a wave. It comes a wave of emotions, but I have this fiery fire inside of me that's driving me, that I can't explain it. Like I could walk through flames right now. There's nothing I can't do. And I just want to get the word out to everybody in this country that it could happen to you. I'm real. I'm a real guy, man. I grew up in Long Island. I never thought this could happen. And it happened. There's parents here that came here to support me today. This young lady has to live with it. It stops, you know. And it's an easy fix, Chris. You know, you just need some competent people to get together and put the right plan in place and make it so the kids are safe, man. That's all, you know, they got to be safe in school.